Last week, a young mother was brutally murdered on campus at San Diego City College. Diana Gonzalez had been a victim of domestic violence at the hands of her estranged husband. Authorities now believe that he killed her. KPBS investigative reporter Amita Sharma joins me now to explain why some say Gonzalez was failed by the justice system. Welcome, Amita.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about Diana Gonzalez? Who was she?
Diana Gonzalez was a 19-year-old woman and mother who was found murdered inside a men's bathroom at San Diego City College last Tuesday night. Police believe her husband killed her. They have not found him. He has been charged with her murder. He's on the lam. They believe he's in Mexico.
Now, there were some clues that she was a victim of violence before this incident happened. Can you tell us? I understand it might be a little bit graphic, but can you tell us about it?
There were some clues, some very strong clues, Peggy. Last month, Gonzalez told police that Perez, her estranged husband, had kidnapped her from San Diego City College and held her captive for 3 days, during which she said he raped her, he choked her to the point of unconsciousness. This is where it gets graphic. She urinated on herself, and then she came to. He threatened to kill her over those 3 days. When she returned, she immediately told police what had happened. She reported this to police, and based on her injuries, which were petechiae, which are those burst capillaries that show up on your face, which is consistent with strangulation. Based on that and the fact that she had a swollen tongue and she couldn't swallow, she had a bloody nose, that she had urinated on herself, and that she was unconscious, those signs are consistent. Or I've talked to former domestic violence prosecutors, and they say that those signs are overwhelming evidence that she almost died from the strangulation. So based on what she said and that evidence, police thought that they had enough to turn over to the DA's office. They thought that they had a case of false imprisonment, kidnapping, spousal abuse, criminal threats, rape. They turned it over to the DA's office. The DA declined to prosecute.
And that's what I was going to say. So why did the district attorney decline to press charges against Diana's husband?
Well, I spoke to DA Dumanis this week about this, and she said that there was information beyond what was contained in the police report. Here's more of what she said.
The law enforcement agencies look into the case, and again, we're operating within a time frame, and so, you know, a 72-hour time frame. And they present what they have at the time to the district attorney's office, and we review each case to see if there's sufficient evidence. And in this case, we were unable to file charges because there was not proof beyond a reasonable doubt. But again, we can't talk about the specifics, and we're not going to try our murder case in the press. We want to make sure that we hold the person responsible for Diana's death.
Now, she said trying it in the press, but we're not the ones disagreeing with her necessarily, but there are people who are disagreeing with her.
Well, nobody has come out and stated explicitly that the DA's office dropped the ball on this case. Former San Diego City attorney, who now heads the National Family Justice Alliance Center, has said that the criminal justice system failed Diana Gonzalez. But he also said that it would be foolhardy to blame any one agency, precisely because not all the evidence is in on this case.
Alrighty. And domestic violence murders have gone way up in the county last year, I understand. So is there an indication of why this is happening? Well,
they did. From 2008 to 2009, there was a 100% increase. There were 14 domestic violence-related homicides in 2008, 28 in 2009. Dumanis thinks the economy has had something to do with this.
Okay. Thank you, Amita.